My name is Graham Karuga Jeroge. I'll be taking you through Introduction to System Analysis and Design, SAD. We shall start by definition of terms and then proceed to elements or components of an information system. Welcome. Let's start by defining terms. We shall start by defining system analysis and system design. System analysis. It is understanding and specifying in detail what an information system should do. System design. It is specifying in detail how the parts of an information system should be implemented. Therefore, the difference between system analysis and system design, it is that the system analysis, it's about what an information system should do, but design, it's how the parts of the system should be implemented. What is a system? A system is a collection of parts that work together to achieve a goal or task. Examples of systems: digestive system, public transport system, computer system, and information system. In a computer system, we have various parts of a computer, for example, a hard disk, a keyboard, a motherboard, that are brought together to make up a computer system. What is information? Information, it is data that is organized and hence useful to the user. In simple terms, we can say that information, it is processed data. But again, we have to think of this data that we are talking about. What is data? These are raw facts about the organization and its business transactions. Most data items have retro meaning and use by themselves. What is an information system? An information system, it is interrelated components working together to collect, process, store, and disseminate information to support decision making. And the last term that we shall define, it is information technology. What is information technology? Information technology, it is the application of computers to store, study, retrieve, transmit, and manipulate data or information. It is the application of computers to store, study, retrieve, transmit, and manipulate data or information. We have seen that a system is made up of collection of parts. These parts are what we shall call components or elements of a system. Let's go through elements or components of an information system. We have input, processor, control, output, boundaries and interfaces, feedback, and environment. Let's take each element at a time. Let's start by looking at outputs and input. The main aim of a system, it is to produce an output which is useful for its user. Inputs are the information that enters into the system for processing. So what gets into the system to be processed, it's what we are calling inputs. Then after the processing, we shall have an outcome. The outcome, it's what we shall call output. So output, it is the outcome of processing. After inputting data into a system, it must be processed so that we can have information or an output. So the process of processing the data, it's whereby we have now a processor as a component of the system. Let's look at the processor as a component of the system. The processor, it is the element of a system that involves the actual transformation of input into output. It is the operational component of a system. Processors may modify the input either totally or partially, depending on the output specification. Let's look at control as a component of a system. Control. The control element guides the system. It is the decision-making system that controls the pattern of activities, that is governing input, processing, and output. The behavior of a computer system is controlled by the operating system and software. In order to keep system in balance, what and how much input is needed is determined by the output specifications. We have feedback as a component of the information system. Feedback provides the control in a dynamic system. We have positive and negative feedback. Positive feedback is routine in nature that encourages the performance of the system, but the negative feedback is informational in nature that provides the controller with information for action. So it is the control in a dynamic system. And we have said that we have both positive and negative feedback. Environment is also an element of the information system. The environment is the super system within which an organization operates. It is the source of external elements that strike on the system. It determines how a system must function. For example, vendors and competitors of organizations' environment may provide constraints that affect the actual performance of the business. Lastly, under the elements and components of an information system, we have boundaries and interface. Boundaries and interface. A system should be defined by its boundaries. Boundaries are the limits that identify its components, processes, and interrelationship when it interfaces with another system. Each system has boundaries that determine its sphere of influence and control. The knowledge of the boundaries of a given system is crucial in determining the nature of its interface with another system for successful design. Thank you very much. We have looked at definition of terms, starting by what is information system, what is information analysis, what is system analysis, system design, and we went ahead and looked at elements and components of a system, whereby we had input and output, boundaries and interfaces, controls, feedback, and environment. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Graham Karuga Joroge.